Beautiful Nordstrom Tower. It's almost done. You can see an even closer view of the Nordstrom Tower. Just doing a tremendous job on the retail level too. This half a block is going to be pretty much Nordstrom. You can see them getting everything ready here. And then the work they've done on the tower itself is just incredible. Here we can take a closer look at the top part just to see the amazing job they've done. You can see all the construction that's being done around the building too. My theory is a lot of those buildings around Nordstrom Tower are eventually going to be converted into mostly retail space. It's going to be much more valuable to have like the bottom 7 floors or the bottom 10 floors of all these buildings as retail versus as office space. And you can even see now there's a lot of empty floors here. Look, you can look there and you can see the empty floors. My theory is that's preparation for converting it into the retail space. And you can see here how they have the retail space already ready, but you could bet they're going to convert the rest of that building, the bottom, I'd guess, 7 to 10 floors into retail space. It would just make absolute sense. It wouldn't make sense to have it as office space. And if I were to take a bet too, whoever the owners and developers are of the Nordstrom Tower, they're probably have an ownership interest in some of the buildings nearby, just so that they had more flexibility in doing what they need to do. That's just a guess of how they're converting the ground floor into a major area for retail. You can see everything here will be converted into the retail for Nordstrom. They even own that brownish brick building in the center, and they're going to turn that part into part of the retail establishment. And that's why I even think that whitish building, the bottom 7 floors to 10 floors are eventually going to be converted into Nordstrom. I guess it's going to depend on how well the store does, but it would make sense. And you can see here, if you look on the other part of the building, the Nordstrom building, how the bottom 7 floors are pretty much owned by Nordstrom, and they're going to be a part of that retail store. It's just going to be a beautiful store. It's going to be almost counter to what everything is happening in the US, where malls are closing down, malls are having difficulty. But I think malls are having difficulty because they're in the suburbs. Some major developers are betting on the inner city, betting on cities, like Related Group. They opened up Hudson Yards, and Westfields has all their stores in the World Trade Center, and that has done very well for them. And I think Nordstrom is betting that this is going to be the same thing here. You can see here, they just opened up a store about a year ago. It's about 50,000 square feet. It's a men's store, but it's going to be complementing the other part of their stores that they have on the ground floor at 57th and Broadway. Better chance to see the other buildings that these stores are in that are on the ground floor. They positioned the retail space for years. There were some retail tenants that they actually did not allow for them to continue because they had anticipated that they were going to use this space for a higher value added space for Nordstrom. Here we have another view of the Nordstrom Tower. This is going to be the tallest residential building in the world. And the part that we're looking at is actually going to be the retail space for Nordstrom. Just incredible. Incredible amount of work they put into this. Incredible amount of labor. You can see here how amazing it looks. And it's always nice to get those closer looks to see what's actually going on with the construction. It's almost like being right there. And as someone had mentioned in the past, that blue that you see on the glass will be removed once the building takes shape and once everything is done. Side view of this beautiful building, the Nordstrom Tower. You can see it's a very large side addition that they have to the tower. They actually paid $25 million to the National Arts Club for the air rights to be able to construct that additional section on the side of the building. And in New York, the additional space is very, very valuable. And that building that has all the scaffolding over it is the National Arts Club. Excuse me, the Art League. Sorry, what I meant to say is the Students' Art League. Closer view, this beautiful architectural marvel.
Yeah, wow.
And still closer for all the aficionados out there of architecture to be able to see what's going on. Beautiful work. Corner of 58th Street and 6th Avenue, you have a better view of the Nordstrom Tower and the ongoing construction. Again, from 58th Street and 6th Avenue, we're taking this view. Avenue, we can see another view of the Nordstrom Tower. Just incredible seeing it from here. It's going to dominate parts of New York. You could be in many other areas of New York and you'll still see the Nordstrom Tower. So when you're strolling in Central Park, you'll see it. When you're in New Jersey, you're going to see this Nordstrom Tower. When you're in Queens, you're going to see it also. Especially at night when it's all lit up. And take a closer view of the construction. Beautiful work they're doing.